go around. I actually ran 2 years ago. Had the opportunity to debate with Jeff at a lot of Tea Party debates. So you may recently see some of my TV commercials on where we talking about Jeff riding the wave, because technically that's what he's done. He rode the wave in. He rode the Tea Party wave right into Washington and hasn't done anything in our district, for the 3rd Congressional District. He hasn't done what he promised he was going to do for us. I'm really concerned with jobs. Back in 2009, I was in the D.C. CBS radio station, and I had the opportunity to interview the president, and it's on my website. I was one of the first people to ask the president to suspend the payroll tax in 2009. I said, you know, we just need to suspend the entire payroll tax. 3 months later, of course, he reduced the payroll tax for us across the country. And just recently, when they wanted to renew it, Mr. Duncan voted no on that. So we definitely have to address those issues and make sure that the people of the 3rd Congressional District knows. Another thing is we recently added Greenville, the bottom half of Greenville, in the redistricting. Nobody knows what part of Greenville we have, not even the Board of Elections. It's really funny to me. So I think I'm hoping that we catch the bottom end that meets with Lawrence and meets with Greenwood counties.
It is. It's
just the bottom half?
Chopped off, lower bottom.
Okay. That's what I figured.
They'll cross the Ware place.
Okay. Okay. So definitely, I'm concerned about education here. Teachers' pay. We can no longer give the slogan that we support education. We've got to do what needs to be done. Myself and Secretary Clinton have an interview together, and she talks about no child left behind, and I call it no child caught up. And she just laughs, and she says, oh, I got to use that one. I'm going to start using that one as we go along. So it's important that we protect teachers' jobs, and we're laying teachers off in the state. We're ranked 47 in the country here. We're number 47 on education. And that's horrible, because I know, like you guys, when I pay my car property tax, I pay $600. And of that $600 for my car, $500 goes to education. And we need to see that progress and progress in that. As you also know, 2 years ago, we lost our state school board superintendent's job. And this guy has refused to take any federal money to support our school teachers, keep our school teachers on the job, and as far as our education. So we're definitely going to address those issues here in South Carolina. And then another big topic, which is a state issue, but it seems to bring a lot of people out as I go in Greenwood and Anderson and knock door to door. We're spending about $45 to $60 million in child support, housing young men and women for failure to pay child support in this state. And we have an ununique system. For example, when a deadbeat dad or mom who's not paying their child support is arrested and goes to jail, while they're sitting in jail, their child support is still running in this state. Only to get out, stay out 3 months, and then have to go back to jail to serve another 6 months to a year for the time that they missed child support while they were in jail. So, and I speak with a lot of the clerks of court who talks about this. So what we need to do is, if we can invest $600 or $1,000 into these young men and women through our technical schools that are state-owned, get them a trade so that they can get a job, so that they can support the purposes of meeting their obligations to their children and kids. I'm a firm believer in that. And I think at the last Tea Party debate I was at, they put up this beautiful big screen, and they got this young lady, and she talked about her mother being molested or incest with another family member, and her mother decided to have her, and she turned out to be this wonderful executive for some company. And out of 9 candidates, I was the only candidate to say, that's a woman's right. and she's going to have her right to choose. And I had about 16 women from the Tea Party afterwards come up and say, we can't believe you said that. With all of these people in here, you know, we appreciate that. We appreciate you protecting our rights. So I think it's important. I've been campaigning in Lawrence, and I haven't been into Clinton, so I kind of got to ease my way down into Clinton, and I'll do that this week and get signs up in Clinton. But I think it's important that we all share the message. I do plan on debating Mr. Duncan in all 10 counties, as I demanded the last time I ran. I want to debate in all 10 counties. I think it's important that the people in all 10 counties have a voice. And that's my goal, is to give the 3rd Congressional District a voice in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much.